Hey softies, welcome back or welcome to my channel. Hey. Alright softies, so today is a little bit of a different video. I am going to be doing my lash clusters. While we are doing that, I am going to be talking about some nerdy things, discussing movies, my thoughts, and future theories. Timestamp will be in the description so you can see all the topics we will be discussing. Let's not waste no more time and let's get into this. Alright softies, so I do have my vanity mirror here that I am going to be looking at, so please excuse me if I'm looking down or not looking directly in the camera. That is why. But I am going in with my mascara. So the first topic we're going to be discussing is Doomsday. So, unpopular opinion, I definitely feel like they should have continued with Kang. I know, there was like that whole controversy with the actor and everything, and then they had to change it, but I don't know. I just feel like after Ant-Man and just like the build-up of Kang, I was kind of excited. Like I still kind of am. Like, I just feel like they should have continued with Kang, but at this point, obviously that's not going to happen. So, moving on, it's Doomsday, and pretty much, Victor Van Doom is the villain for this, who is played by Robert Downey Jr., aka Tony Stark, aka Iron Man, aka Sucker literally died in Endgame. So, yeah, definitely interesting choice of casting, I thought, but hey, I like Robert, so I guess we're just gonna wing it. I can't wait to see my favorite X-Men character, Nightcrawler. I'm so excited. Yeah, I'm not really sure how the whole story is gonna go with this. I only have seen the movies. I do not know the comics, so don't come for me. Marvel is also dropping a new show called Wonder Man. It literally, like, every time when I think of Wonder Man, it just makes me think of that Ellie Goulding song. It's featuring her by Tenny Tempa. But the fact that we have to wait all the way until December, like, really, Marvel? Really? We have to wait all the way until December? And then they drop in teaser after teaser after teaser, like having Shuri talking to the Fantastic Four. Like, can this come out tomorrow? Like, I'm nosy. I want to know what's going to happen, dang it. Alright, softies, we finna get into the meat and potatoes. We are about to talk about the FNAF 2. This probably going to be the longest section of the whole video, because, I am built for this. So, I want to talk about the first movie real quick before we get into FNAF 2. First of all, I hardly remember anything from the first movie. I'm not even going to cap to y'all. I don't really remember a lot from the first movie, except for my son. My son was there. I'm an OG since 2014. FNAF fan. I just had a lot of expectations for the movie, and, it just didn't really give what it was supposed to give for me. While I was in the theater, I was just excited, like a lot of people. I know I wasn't the only one. Literally, I've been obsessed with this game for years now, and to finally, for those that know, like, it literally has came a long way. I'm not gonna say that the movie was terrible, but it just really wasn't giving what it was supposed to give, the first movie. And I just felt like, the whole spring lock scene was, it was cute what they were trying to do for a PG-13 movie. I still think the movie should have been rated R, but that's just me. I'ma say it. I blame y'all dang security breach people. Yeah, exactly. I said what I said. And I know some people, I think people were also saying that too because of the VHS videos. Now, I know, there's been this whole thing with the VHS videos. Yes, FNAF the game wasn't that gory. No, it wasn't. But I'm like, this sucker was literally going around killing kids and putting them in suits. Like, that's pretty violent, don't you think? Anyway, of course, they had little, you know, Easter eggs and stuff. Corey Kenshin was up in there. I think Daco was in the first one. 8-Bit Ryan. I think they were all, like, in the first movie. So, you know, those were cute little, like, you know, cameos for us. And then Balloon Boy kept jump scaring. So it was, you know, that stuff was cute. It was cute. But it didn't really save the movie, in my opinion, you know. So, yeah. I'm in with an 18, just so you know. I like to have the cat eye look. But anyways, let's get into FNAF 2. Honey, that movie was way better, okay? And even, like, you know, they did have some, like, gory or violent scenes or whatever. Like, I was okay with that. Like, y'all, I'm not saying that FNAF needs to be like the dang VHS tapes. I mean, I would love it. I would love it. Like I said, I grew up with creepypastas, like, all that stuff does not faze me. But again, it's the security breach kids. It's y'all. No offense, but it is y'all. Because, you know, it just became, you know, FNAF became kiddie. When I'm like, FNAF for us was scary as crap. It just was. Another thing that I really did like about FNAF 2 was they made the marionette a villain. Like, that was the biggest plot twist of the whole movie. I was like, wait a minute, like, the marionette is a villain? Now, I mean, I liked how they did it, because it was like at the beginning, it was like, you know, the marionette was upset. You know, she was mad at the parents because they weren't saving the kids or helping. Like, she was telling them, like, hey, yo, there's literally some dude in a suit that's, like, going around killing kids or kidnapping them. And it's like the parents just did not care. So it was like her getting revenge on, like, the adults. Which, again, I really, really liked. I also liked how, you know, just creepy she looked. She looked really, really creepy. And she kept on taking over other people's bodies and stuff. And, you know, they had the music box. Got it. This is another 18. I'm sorry. I'm not telling y'all my Lash map. Oops, sorry. Yes, this is another 18. Obviously, y'all, if it isn't at this dang point, they have... It's not the game lore, y'all. Like, first of all, Circus Baby was there. Which, again, it was cute. I feel like all that little stuff... Shadow Bonnie, like, all those little things are for us, like the OGs. I feel like it was just a cute little way for them to be like, hey, you know, this is FNAF and this is OG. But I'm like, why the hell is Circus Baby there? Why is Circus Baby there? And then also, first of all, Vanessa is security breach. Like, everything, you know, it's again, I kind of can appreciate it a little bit because it's like, we know the story, or at least from MatPat, obviously. We can put together the lore and everything going on, but, you know, it's still different, you know? But again, I do feel like that's what makes it good, because it's suspenseful and it's still like, you know, there's still some suspense and some, like, you know, plot twist for everybody. This is my last 18. I want to be creeped out, honey. That's what I want, especially from FNAF. Like, creep me out, honey. I hope you stayed to the end. I hope you stayed to the end, because yes, there was a post-credit. That was real cute too. I love that post-credit down. I still do. I think about that post-credit to this day. And I was like, I just thought it was so stinking cute how literally that every word that guy was saying was literally from the game. Like the phone dude, like everything that he said in FNAF 3. Like him saying, we found one, a real one. Like, that was all quoted, the whole thing. Now, he wasn't as dramatic as the phone dude. I kind of wish he was, but it's okay. We got the point. And I was gagging. And then we actually, like, saw Springtrap. Springtrap looked crazy. Y'all ain't ready. Y'all ain't ready for the fright attraction. And they actually said that too. Like, it was chef's kiss. You know, I don't know whose idea that was. I don't know if that was Scott himself, but shout out to whoever did that post credit, because that was really, really cute. Girl. Okay, so first of all, I didn't know who certain people were. Apparently, Toy Bonnie was Mad Pat, and then Toy Chica was Megan Fox. Girl, that didn't even sound like Megan. And Toy Bonnie didn't even talk. I don't remember him talking. I remember Toy Chica talking the most, but it didn't sound like Megan Fox to me. Animatronics looked really, really cool. My son was there, both of them, the toy and the withered. I know for a fact y'all seen Shadow Bunny up in there. That little flicker of Shadow Bunny. It was real quick. But I dang sure was not blinking. So I was able to see him. This is a 16. Like the climax where it was like the OGs fighting against the toy animatronics. Like, girl. Oh man, it was real cute. Hoping, you know, it's gonna be having that green tent like in the game. You know, Springtrap gonna look fire. And Vanessa is the marionette, apparently, because that's what happened at the end. She got possessed by the marionette. Again, I don't know why the heck she's there. I do find it interesting. Because as we know from the lore, we know that William's daughter is Elizabeth, who possesses Circus Baby. So obviously, oh snap, y'all, I completely forgot about his son. Not while I'm recording this, Marvel literally posts a dang poll. It says, which superhero team or group are you joining? Avengers, X-Men, Fantastic Four, or Guardians of the Galaxy? Y'all, I don't know. I'm joining a group or a team. That means I have powers too. First of dang all, I don't want to be a hero. I want to be a villain. So I feel like that answers the question a little bit. Like, nobody. Who would y'all choose? In all seriousness, I probably would do X-Men, low-key. X-Men, because I would want to be invisible or have flight. Like, those are abilities that I like. Or like be what is it, like telekinesis? They already have telekinesis over there, so it sounds like I'm gonna have to go with Loki and the gang. The next topic is MK. We're gonna be talking about Mortal Kombat, y'all. Now, the trailer dropped sometime last year. And y'all, first of all, why did they make my girl bald? Now, there's nothing wrong with being bald, but it's just, when have you ever, in any game, any variation, have you seen Jade bald? Tell me right now. So, I was a little thrown off with that. I think it was cool how Scorpion has, like, 2 of the spears. I thought that was pretty cool. Kano was in it. Baraka was in it. I think Sonya was in it. It's Jade and Tanya. Tanya, we already know she not gonna be in it because she's too new, and they trying to keep it to the main people or whatever.
I still wanted to mention that Tanya's first appearance was in MK4 1997. So, and I think the first game came out in 92, so it's not extremely far off. I still think that it would be cool for her to be on the big screen.
You better get my girl Jade right. With Kung Lao with his hat, like, I just love the finishing move for that. That was identical to the game. Liu Kang with his kicks, that was identical to the game. I already knew that Katana was gonna be in the second movie because if y'all remember, at the climax of the first movie, her fan was in the background. I mean, you know, it was kind of obvious, but it was there. This is a 14. It look a little crooked. Hell, I remember there was one part of the movie where they were like outside and it was like a shed. Girl, I could have sworn to you that either because it was like smoke was coming out of it. Like, bro, I thought it was gonna be smoke or a reptile, and it wasn't. I forgot who the hell it was, but yeah, I feel like it would be cool if one of them were in it or both of them. I'm gonna talk a little bit about Street Fighter. Obviously, there's not really much to say. We don't have a trailer yet. We know a little bit about the cast and we know the characters that are in the movie. Of course, my girls ain't gonna be in it. Main characters, you know, Chun-Li, Ryu, Cammy. I don't think Bison's gonna be in it.
Yep, that sucker is supposed to be in the movie, which makes it even worse how they don't have Viper C or Judy.
Those are my girls. Reacted to the trailer on the channel, so stay tuned to that whenever that comes out. I was a 14. Now we're gonna talk about Mario. The first movie was really good. I did like the first movie. I want to know who's gonna play as Rosalina because in the trailer she ain't talk, and I'm like, girl, what? I hope Yoshi's gonna be there. He kind of will know. I remember Yoshi was in the second game. I mean, he could still be in the movie, right? Like, even though Yoshi was in the second Galaxy game, that doesn't mean he can't be in the movie, right? Daisy definitely not gonna be there. That would be a crazy, interesting situation if she's there. I liked how it was a little bit in the first movie how they had like the Luigi Mansion reference. I thought that was cute. Bowser Jr. Clock it. Bowser Jr. was up in there. That was real cute. Love seeing him. So it does make me think, are we going to see the whole family? I don't know their names, so don't even ask me. But are we going to see the whole Bowser family? Like the pink girl and the I remember the characters. I just don't know their names. But you know, Bowser is small. You know, he's tiny. So I feel like he gonna need the whole family, not just Bowser Jr. Loved, you know, Luma and all the different little stars. Like, it's very much galaxy coded. It's a hard game. I still haven't beaten it to this day, but I loved how aesthetically pleasing. That game was beautiful. It was beautiful. Yo, the music, especially the freaking title screen, S tier, exactly like the game. All I needed, I'm just dramatic. All I needed was just that little Now, if they had that, they may have it in the movie, but y'all know what I'm talking about. But it was perfect just the way it was, for real. Next topic is DC. Gang. Let's talk about the Superman movie. Absolutely loved it. Y'all know I'm biased. I love me some Clark Kent, sure do. I grew up on Smallville, so I definitely like him more than Batman. Fight me. I said what I said.
I also loved in the movie how they had the Hall of Justice, which, if you know, you know. That's like where all the dang superheroes are. That's like their headquarters. So I'm like super duper excited to see more characters and see who else is going to be like in the DC universe.
Definitely going to be seeing Supergirl when that comes out. She seems pretty cool. You know, she seems obviously a lot younger and more of like the party type, and she just seems pretty cool. We also got Batman 2 coming. I was just doing a little bit of research to see when the second Batman movie was coming out. Y'all, it's saying that Sebastian Stan, the guy that plays as Bucky, he's supposed to be playing as Two-Face. There's this one article, like they're questioning, like, does this mean that like Bucky could die? Like Bucky could die in Doomsday. I mean, I feel like I don't really think that like confirms anything. I mean, he's an actor. They're all actors. Like, I don't know, but well, that's a plot twist because I didn't know that Two-Face was going to be in the second movie. I didn't know who the villain was. I remember, I think it was the first Batman movie. There was like a post credit of like the Joker. I think his name's like Barry something. I forgot. But he's supposed to be like the new Joker. Girl, I don't care about none of these Jokers except for Heath Ledger, okay? But yeah, I thought he was supposed to be the new villain. But I guess there's more. I guess Two-Face, at least from these articles, that's what it's saying. That Bucky is a villain. because I just researched a lot. Let me put this all together. And then they kept bringing up Scarlett Johansson. I was like, why is her name keep being involved? I read the article from Screen Rant saying that she's supposed to be, allegedly, we don't know, Gilda, I think I'm pronouncing that right, Gilda Dent. I was like, who the heck is Gilda Dent? I looked this girl up. She's the wife of Two-Face. Oh, this is juicy. When it comes to DC, obviously I'm team DC. I like DC more than Marvel. I definitely would love to see my girl Killer Frost. Zatanna, I love to see her. I like Raven. Alright, softies, so this is the finishing look. It's only one layer. But yes, softies, I really hope you guys enjoyed this video. Y'all hearing my thoughts with certain movies and also figuring out some new tea that I did not even know was going on. Definitely let me know if you want to see more videos like this, because honey, I always got something to say about some nerdy things. But besides that, y'all, I really hope that you all have a great day, morning, evening, whatever it is for you. Beep. And hope to see you all in my next one. Bye, softies.